everything was just cut off so fast. It was like there was no warning. Like, we knew about the pandemic. We didn't think it would get to the place that it's at right now, but just for it to be cut off was extreme. It was weird. Prom was canceled. Graduation was canceled, of course. We didn't get to see our friends for a while, so it was upsetting.
So sad not being able to share a moment with each other, like walking down the stage and then being with our family members, or then family members who we haven't seen in years to come back and see us walk down the stage. That was kind of sad, but it was also just not putting everybody at risk.
At Achieve, we know that we've been doing this work with young people all along. So it's what we're here to do. We help young people figure out what's next for them. We help them identify what their strengths are. And we are working with them side by side. Because of COVID, we have had to reconceptualize everything that we do. Our staff really, last spring, prioritized the seniors and helped seniors really figure out what is their post-secondary plan. Are there changes to their plan based on the things that were going on with the pandemic?
I worked with Andrew and the CCC. It was a little bit harder during the pandemic just because I couldn't see him in person, but we did communicate over phone calls. We texted each other just to kind of figure out what I needed to do in order to make sure I was completely ready for college.
With our internships and Step Up, I mean, that was amazing what they pulled off, because they managed to go from thinking we were going to have all in-person internships to having to completely pivot to figuring out something entirely new, which was remote internships and working with our long-term employer partners to figure out what that could look like.
I kept receiving emails from Step Up, but I was like, I'm not going to do it anymore. And then I got an email about a summer learning program, which is basically online. I feel like the Achieve and Step Up and the Career Center, they definitely just care about you. They care about what you want. They don't push onto you like, oh, well, you should do this. It looks like you're more interested in this. Like, what do you want? What do you want to do in life?
Equity has always been something that is at the core of everything that we do at Achieve. It's one of our primary values that we had identified in our strategic plan, and it informs everything that we do. We try to live that value through prioritizing our services for the students with the greatest needs. And then we make sure that we meet our students where they are and provide culturally responsive services to those students.
My dream job, I guess, is between working as an HR manager in an office. I definitely want to bring inclusivity, especially as a young Latina. I want to make the workplace feel welcomed for people of color, and to make it diverse, and being bilingual, like to really give the opportunity for someone who may not speak English to be able to work in an office area. But I am between that being my dream job and just having like my own business where I can just take control of myself and find other ways to help people, or like other young Latinas through internships.
One of the biggest challenges that our young people have is seeing a path for themselves and seeing a future. And we know that one of the main reasons young people drop out of school is because they see no connection between what they're learning in school and the real world. And we know what we do at Achieve helps young people make that connection.
In 5 years, I would like to be in photography and videography. I like photography a lot. I like it. I love that you can capture moments and just keep it with you forever. And I love videography. I especially love cinematography too. I just feel like it's a very beautiful thing to do.
I think AchieveMpls really tried hard, and like Step Up and the College and Career Center tried hard to adapt to this by just really communicating with us more, and then from there figuring out what was the next step. I think the first step was just communicating, whether it was through emails or text messages, and just being persistent to not give up on us.